Hi guys, welcome to my channel Being Developer. And in this video, Docker 0 to 1, we'll be looking into the basics of Docker. So if you already know about some of the Docker commands or the basics of Docker, you can skip this video. I'll start with the analogy like why do we need Docker or what problem that Docker solves. So let's say you want to run an application, you want to create an application in Go for now, I say. Then what will be the process for creating a Go application? So the first thing will be you will install Go. So if you want to write an application in Go, you need to install Go. And then you will create a folder and then you will set up your environment. Okay, so you install Go, you set up your environment like you want your application, like according to the need of your application. And then you will create a folder. A folder where you want to initialize your project. Once you created your folder, you will define your dependencies. Dependencies as your application which you are creating. It will need some application like libraries during the runtime, right? So you define all of these dependencies that I require during my runtime, and then I will start writing my code. You'll start writing your code. You will write your code, and once you are happy with your code, you will build it. Okay. So once you build your application, it will give you an executable file. So let's say I got some. You get some executable file here. We'll do something like exe for Windows, which you can run. Okay. Now you are happy with your application. You're so happy that you want to share this application with your friend, but your friend is a Java developer, let's say. He doesn't know anything about Go. So when you share this application to your friend, to run this application, he needs to install Go again. He needs to do all the setup environments, and he needs to set all the dependencies, runtime dependencies. Okay. So Go solves one thing already, that these dependencies which whatever is there in the Go mod file is already compiled with your executable file. So with exe, I get all these dependencies. So you don't need to define all of these dependencies in Go. But let's say this application is, if it's not in Go, let's say it's in Node.js or something, where packages are maintained or externally, I say. So in that case, you need to get all the dependencies as well, and then you will run your application. Okay. And it may happen like this application which your friend is running is giving some other errors or outputs, because maybe you while setting up the environment, you did something wrong because you are not a Java developer, you are not a Go developer, you are a Java developer. So maybe while setting this environment up, I will do something wrong which may affect my environment. Which may affect my environment, or if I messed up with the dependencies, some dependencies which I used, I missed something, or let's say runtime dependencies, basically I missed something, or I use some older version, I don't know about what version you use, so I get here some different version which is not compatible with my executable file. So these are the problems which I can raise, like which your friend can run into, the issues. So what if instead of packaging, like shipping this executable file, you package your environment? Like if I say environment, that means the whole Go environment needed to run this application. You package all the dependencies as well with this thing. So you, with your run like this binary, you are packaging everything which is needed to run this binary as well. So I will just package them all and to back, and I'll package them all. I'll call them an image, let's say something like image application.image num. Okay, so I created a blueprint kind of thing that whenever my binary will execute, this binary will need all these dependencies, and this binary will need all these executable files. So I have defined everything in this image, and then I will give this image to a friend. And let's say this image here is my Docker image. So he just needs to run now Docker run and the application name, image name, basically whatever he saved it with, image. So if we'll do this, he will just, without doing all these setups, we can just run the application directly. So you can see the shipping is very easy with Docker. This whole application I just shipped, and he just needs to run Docker run and everything will be running. No need to install Go, no need to set up all the my environment, and no need to set up all the dependencies. So first problem which Docker solves is like shipping. It makes shipping easy. Second thing, now I got a isolated separate environment here. So if I want to change some environment like running environment, I can change it here. I can change my setup environment, and it will not affect my whole other things. So every container is in isolation. So shipping, isolation. Third thing is consistency. So as I was talking here, let's say I have some different setup environment here. I have some different dependencies here, and then I pass it to my friend. He messed up while setting it up, and he got some issues. He ran into some issues while running it. So this thing is not possible here because you are packaging everything and you are giving all the dependencies, setup environment, and all the Dockers. You are shipping everything in. So this thing will not happen here. So third thing is consistency. Okay, so these, you can see why Docker is used now and what problem that Docker fixes. But how will I get this Docker image? How will I package everything which I have here into one single thing? So for this, we have Docker file where you mention your steps that how I want my image to be created and what dependencies my image will use, what dependencies my file will use, and what are the environment, that all of those things that you will be defining the Docker file. So this Docker file which you'll be seeing in the next video. So that's it for today. If you have any doubts or if you want to enhance something further here, please add any feedbacks, anything in the comment section. And if you find this video helpful, please share this with your friends and subscribe for more such videos. And thank you for watching.